Welcome back to Seattle Refined. I'm Guard Swanson. If you find yourself in an emergency situation, many times you're told to call 911. Dispatchers on the other end are there to help you. They know it's a stressful situation, but there are things you can do on that 911 call to make it as efficient as possible. I headed to a King County Dispatch Center to learn more.
911 emergency, how can I help you?
Inside Norcom, based in Bellevue, you'll find dedicated 911 professionals responding and supporting first responders and community members every day. It's one of 11 agencies in King County.
Okay, what's the address?
The environment is calm and professional. From the outside, it's hard to tell that there's critical communication going on around the clock.
So first, it's important to know there are two different roles we're talking about. There's the person taking the call, who's talking to the person letting us know there's a fire, the call taker. And there's a dispatcher, the person who's talking to the firefighters and making sure they get all the information.
Kevin Neff is both a call taker and a 911 dispatcher. He loves his job.
Kevin, I've been here a few minutes. This is really impressive in here.
Yeah, it feels very busy and complicated, but it's important to remember every position is a duplicate. And when you're here, your job is your position, so you can kind of focus in on just what you're doing.
Kevin knows that calling 911 during an emergency can be stressful. He says first and foremost, stay calm and give them a location.
So all things going well, we can generally get pretty accurate location from cell phone calls or landline calls, but not always. And sometimes your cell phone will connect to a tower way further away than it should. First thing we always want to know is, where are you? Because if I know nothing else, if the call drops 3 seconds in, but you told me you're at Kirkland City Hall, well, I can start sending somebody there. Do I need police, fire, medical help? I don't know, but at least I know where help is needed. And it's important to recognize this isn't the conversation you're having with your mom or your friend when you make a phone call. You're a resource for us. We are getting critical information from you to start a response. And we know the information we need. We know the order we need to get it in to make sure that we're starting the appropriate response. Sometimes it sounds like we're short or curt on the phone, and that's because we don't have time for the pleasantries. We need to know who, we need to know where, we need to know what, and we're going to ask in the order we need it.
Another important tip, know when to call or text 911.
So generally, 911 is for immediate response, for emergencies. I need a police officer's assistance. There's a fire, I need medical assistance right now. 988 is a mental health resource. It's not I'm actively thinking about hurting myself, but it's I'm feeling depressed and I need to talk to somebody. I need to find resources for my mental health. That's 988. And 211 is kind of similar in that it's I need resources, maybe not mental health resources, maybe it's housing or transportation. It's not emergent, my life isn't in jeopardy, but I do need something. 211 could be a good resource for that. If you're ever not sure, it is appropriate to call 911 because we can help screen and understand what is it you're actually asking for. But if you know what you need and you know it's non-emergent, one of those other numbers, 988 or 211, may be more appropriate.
And lastly, if you do accidentally call 911, do not hang up.
It's okay if you call accidentally. We get hundreds of accidental calls a day. It's normal, it's not a problem. We just need to make sure it was an accident. We need to make sure everyone's okay, that you're able to answer freely, that you're not in an unsafe situation where you can't answer our questions easily or straightforward.
All great tips, and you can tell Kevin is passionate about his career and the people he works with.
And I would imagine, Kevin, that you're super impressed and really proud of everybody in here.
It's one of the highlights for the job. I respect everyone who works here, and it's an honor to be able to look to them for support and to be able to support them back.
Man, you guys are doing a great job here.
Thanks,
Kev.
Yeah, thank you.
By the way, if you're thinking about a career in 911, you can learn more information at washstate911jobs.com. We've also posted details about this story on SeattleRefined.com.